You think your dog is just happy to see you when they jump, wag their tail, and spin in circles. But what's actually happening in their brain is far more profound. And when you understand why, everything changes. Here's the truth nobody tells you. You've been watching your dog every single day. You think you know what their body language means. But science has been revealing something that will make you rethink every moment you've spent together. Most owners miss the most important signals entirely. They see a wagging tail and assume happiness. They see a yawn and assume tiredness. They see their dog looking away and assume disinterest. But they're all wrong. And here's what makes it worse. Your dog has been trying to tell you something their entire life. Every single day. Every single moment. But you've been reading their language incorrectly. Let me show you what science actually found, and why it will change how you see your dog forever. When your dog wags their tail, you probably assume it means happiness. It's the universal sign. Every movie, every cartoon, every book has taught us the same thing. But here's what's really going on. Research from the University of Victoria in Canada discovered something remarkable. The direction of the wag matters more than the wag itself. When dogs wag more to the right, they're feeling positive and relaxed. When they wag more to the left, they're experiencing anxiety or uncertainty. Your dog is literally asymmetrically expressing their emotional state. And there's something even deeper. That wide, enthusiastic swing you love so much? It's not just happiness. It's a release of accumulated stress. Your dog has been holding tension all day. Alone. Waiting for you. And when you walk through that door, their body floods with relief. But they can't tell you that. So they wag. What this actually means, when your dog wags their tail at you, they're not just showing you joy. They're showing you the weight they've been carrying. The loneliness they re-ing. The pure, unfiltered relief of finally having their person home. Your dog isn't just happy to see you. They're whole again. Now let's talk about something most owners completely misinterpret. When your dog yawns, you probably think they're tired. Maybe they need a nap. Maybe it's just a random reflex. But Dr. Tammy Sheehan's research at the University of British Columbia found something that will rewire how you see this behavior. Dog yawns are contagious. Not just between dogs and humans. When you yawn, your dog often yawns too. And when your dog yawns, you might find yourself yawning back. This is called emotional contagion. And it's one of the strongest bonds in the animal kingdom. But here's where it gets interesting. Your dog doesn't yawn when they're tired. They yawn when they're stressed. When they're conflicted. When they're trying to calm themselves down. That big dramatic yawn when you leave? It's not sleepiness. It's panic disguised as calm. Dr. Charlie Engler from the University of Minnesota discovered that dogs use appeasement yawns, a way of signaling to other dogs or humans that they're not a threat. It's a peace offering wrapped in a physical gesture. What this actually means, when your dog yawns at you, they might be saying, "I'm uncomfortable," or "Please don't be upset with me," or "I'm trying to keep the peace in this household." They're managing your emotions, and they're simultaneously. But wait until you hear what happens next. Because there's something even more powerful about how your dog communicates with their body that most owners completely miss. The whale eye. This is the moment where everything changes. Have you ever noticed your dog displaying the whites of their eyes? This is called whale eye, where you can see the crescent of white along the outer edge. Most owners think it means their dog is being dramatic or silly. But here's what science has revealed. Research from the University of California, Davis shows that dogs display whale eye when they're feeling defensive. When their body is tense. When they're afraid of what might happen next. It happens when dogs feel cornered, when they lack space, when they're uncertain about their safety. Your dog is showing you their vulnerability. Literally exposing their most sensitive visual angle because they have no other choice. But the breakthrough isn't just understanding this behavior. It's understanding what it means for your relationship. When your dog shows you whale eye in your home, they are telling you that something in their environment is making them feel unsafe. Not aggressive. Not dominant. Afraid. And here's what breaks my heart every time I think about it. Most owners see this and laugh. Or they scold the dog. Or they think the dog is just being weird. But the dog is pleading. From the inside of their soul, they're saying, "I don't understand what's happening and I need you to help me." What this actually means, your dog isn't trying to challenge you. They're trying to survive. Every time you misinterpret fear as defiance, you widen the gap between you. Every time you respond with force instead of understanding, you teach them that you are not safe. Your dog looks at you and sees their entire world. And sometimes, in certain moments, that world feels terrifying. The question is, are you listening? The lean. This is what everything has been building toward. When your dog leans into you, you probably think they just want affection. They want to be close to you. They love you. All of that is true. But it's only part of the story. Behavioral scientists at the University of Lincoln in the UK conducted a study that will change how you see this moment forever. They discovered that dogs lean into humans as a coping mechanism. When they feel uncertain, unsafe, or anxious, they physically lean on their human because their human represents security. In the wild, canids seek proximity to stronger pack members during stress. Your domestic dog still has this instinct. When they're scared, when there's thunder, when a stranger approaches, when something feels wrong, they don't run to a corner. They run to you. But here's the part that gets me every time. They don't just lean on anyone. Studies show dogs only perform this behavior with their primary caregiver. The one person who consistently meets their needs. The one person who represents safety above all else. What this actually means, when your dog leans into you, they are not just seeking comfort. They are choosing you. Every single time. In every moment of fear, every thunderstorm, every firework display, every unfamiliar sound, they don't search for a place. They search for you. You are their safe place. You are their security. You are the one they trust with their most vulnerable moments. And the beautiful irony? They show this by pressing their body against yours. A gesture so simple that we've completely overlooked its profound meaning. So here's what I want you to take away from everything we've covered today. Every yawn, every tail wag, every whale eye, every lean, your dog has been speaking to you their entire life. They have been showing you their fear, their relief, their stress, their love. And for years, you've been listening without understanding. But now you do. Your dog's body language isn't just movement. It's a conversation. One that speaks to their loneliness when you're gone. Their relief when you return. Their fear when the world feels uncertain. And their absolute, unwavering devotion to the one person who makes everything okay. That's what your dog's body language actually reveals. Not what we assume it means, but what they desperately need us to know. If this changed how you see your dog, let me know in the comments. Tell me, what moment did you misinterpret? And now that you know, how does it feel? We talk about what your dog's behavior actually means, not what we assume it means. So if you want to keep understanding your dog at this level, subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.